Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, on Saturday night. And it's been a relatively nice, calm Saturday for Baby Blue and I. We've had a week where we've done a lot of helping people out, taking food and essentials to people in isolation, just running errands for them and just trying to do our bit, basically. So with all that running about, it's been really nice today just to focus on us. We did need to go out ourselves to get a few essentials, but I'm hoping now we've got everything we need to last us a good couple of days so we don't have to go out into town again. Although I'm not overly worried about it, everybody is social distancing, everybody is playing by the rules and everything is clean in the supermarkets and things like that. The longer this goes on, the more I worry, and there is a little fear in there. It's a strange fear though. It's not like I'm scared, but I'm definitely more concerned and worried about it now, to the point I've actually considered buying a mask and I'm wearing scarves now. But it's scary times, and I think the sooner people realise the severity of it all, the sooner it's going to go. Because I heard stories today of a local beauty spot here. They had to call a police helicopter with a loud megaphone to disperse people because there were too many people congregating in the same areas. And when Baby Blue and I went out for our scoot and our shopping trip today, there were so many people cycling. We even nearly saw an accident because 4 bicycles all came down the same road at the same time, and they were all going in different directions, so they nearly crashed into each other. I mean, we found it a little bit funny, must admit, but the thought, none of those cyclists were together. They were all single cyclists, but going to the same place. And they will go to these beauty spots because the one local to us was part of the Olympic cycle route, and a lot of people like to do it in good weather. So if you are one of these people that love the weather, you are going out exercising, so you're still following the rules, or you're popping your dog in the car and taking them up to a nice beauty spot to take them for a walk, even if it's something you do all the time, please think about where you're going. Stay as local as you can and don't go in big groups. I know you can all go as part of a household, but if you are a large household of adults, maybe go in 2s or go in 3s. Don't go all 5, 6, 7 of you, because there are families with like 7 children. So you can't all go out together. You will get stopped by the police. And yeah, just everybody, please stay safe and please be sensible, because it is more serious than you're probably thinking it is. I mean, it's more serious than I was thinking it was at all. And when we were ill, there were days where it was so scary because it was hard to catch your breath. It was so scary because I would get up, go to the kitchen, load the washing machine, come back into the living room, which is right next door, and be out of breath from doing that. Or I'd be out of breath just from putting the washing up. Or I'd be up listening to Baby Blue coughing to the point she was nearly sick because she couldn't catch her breath, with my finger nearly on like 111 to say, do we need to go to hospital? We only had mild symptoms as well. So it goes up 2 stages from that. And what we had was scary enough. It was treatable at home. We had paracetamol, we drank lots of water, we ate very healthily, and we followed all the rules. So please stay in. The weather is beautiful. You're missing your friends, you're missing your family, but please don't put them in danger by meeting up with them and going for a cycle with them. Even if you're going your own separate ways, technically, if you meet someone you know, you keep your distance, you have a 5-minute conversation at the most, and then you go, because you can't wait around. It's sad. It's so sad, and it is hard beyond belief. I mean, my mum, up until yesterday, hadn't seen Baby Blue in nearly a month. But we did a food drop, and we took a step back. We were like literally standing on the road. She's got like a little porch area. She just stood at her door. We had about a 5-minute conversation, making sure we were all okay. She could see Baby Blue. Baby Blue could see her. They said hello, asked if it was all right and everything. Asked how Waitrose was, if they owed me any money, all that sort of stuff. But we can get home and ring them on the phone. We can have that conversation on the phone. But just that physical seeing each other was lovely. But all 4 of us knew I couldn't stand there for half an hour just having a natter at their front door. Because you just can't. You just can't. I cannot risk the fact that I've just been to Waitrose. I may have picked up germs on my hand. I've then touched my mum and dad or whatever, given it to them. They are late 60s, early 70s. They are the high risk category. My dad is very high risk. I don't want them to get ill. So they are staying in and they are following the rules. They haven't even been out on walks because their village is just crazy. When I turned the corner into their village, there were people everywhere. It was like it is in town. But there was no reason for people to be everywhere. So there is a shop. There's a village shop, which is fine. And they're doing the queuing system and everything. But these people were just on the green, like playing ball games and taking the dogs for a walk and things like that. They've got a lovely, massive wooded area, lovely common. They've got a brook area. They've got a clay pit that you can get. There are so many lovely walks in that village, but everyone had just gone to the green. And it baffles me. And I really hope it baffles you. And if you do know friends or family who are breaking the rules or bending them slightly, please encourage them not to, because it's so important. It is so important. I guess my awareness of this is a little bit heightened because I do have a lot of friends and a lot of family who are high risk. So I've got people with what do they call it? Immune system disorders. I can't think what the term is for it, or asthma. I mean, I'm asthmatic as well, but I've got one of my best friends has severe asthma, and I've got friends with health conditions that would be affected by it, lowered immune systems. I've got one friend who has just gone into remission for cancer treatments, but their immune system is going to be low as well. And I've got elderly family and friends that I do not want to get sick. So I stay away. I keep my distance. I ring them on the phone. I send them texts. I send them cheeky little memes and stuff. So, yeah, it's sad, but there are ways around it. There is a conferencing app called Zoom that everyone seems to be using. So then you can see them and they can see you, and you can have sit there and have a little glass of wine. I'm actually tempted to suggest it to my friend that we meet on coffee. We meet every Friday for coffee, and I'm really tempted to say, right, at this time, get a coffee, you go on here, I'll go on there, and we'll have our little coffee together, and we'll do it in our own houses with a cake and stuff. So we can still have the conversation that we'd have. We're just not together, but we are together. See what I mean? But anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're finding ways to stay positive. For me, like I said, it's like I'm getting calmer the longer it goes on. Baby Blue and I have just hit week 4 since we went into isolation, and last week was it was almost like one day was panicky and the next day was calm, and it was really up and down, up and down, up and down. And I got to the end of the week with a real need to process everything that was going on, to just take it all in and to work out the meaning to my life now. My boss and my work, he works in events, so there's no events going on. He has no work to do. Therefore, I have no work to do. So I'm technically unemployed until he gets back to work. He is currently applying for jobs as an Amazon driver or in Morrison's. So, yeah, I have no work to do. So that part of my life has been taken away. Baby Blue isn't going to school, so that part of her life is taken away. So I said to myself, what can I do to get a little bit of normality in, and so she doesn't suffer because she's not learning. She starts school in September. So this next term after Easter is going to be such an important one for her and her friends who are going to school, because it's the one they're going to get to learn all the new things that aren't necessarily just preschool related, all the prep stuff ready. And I just thought, if it goes on that long, I'm going to have to do it, because I don't want her to fall behind. I was dyslexic. I didn't know I was dyslexic until I was 18 years old. And there is a chance that she might be dyslexic. And if so, I want it picked up early. And I just don't want her to be held back by it, because I know I was labelled because I wasn't very good at spelling, or I wasn't very good at reading. And yeah, I know times are different now. But, I want to be supportive, and I'm going to do little things with her, little fun things. So what we're doing this week is we have started doing alphabet days. So obviously starting at A and going right through to Z. Each day has got a different letter, and when we go on our daily scoot, or if we go out to the shop, we look for things that are related to that letter, and then we'll scrapbook it. We'll scrapbook our ideas. So today was E. She drew a picture of an elephant, which is actually quite a good picture. We've decorated like a little Easter egg, so I'll stick that in the scrapbook. Elsa, obviously from Frozen, is E. And yeah, we found like elm trees, elderberries. There was another tree. Eucalyptus. Oh, that could have been another one. Didn't think of that. We could have find a picture of a koala and stick it in there. So yeah, and it's just like a cut and stick thing. So anything beginning with E that we could think of, in it goes. Yesterday was D. Doctor Who featured in it as well. Disney was a big part. I bought her a Disney magazine so we could put Disney stickers all over it. Dogs, doors, I can never pronounce it right. Dutch hounds, sausage dogs. Yeah, all in there. So it's quite nice. And then she gets to practice how to write the letters, and I get her to do a drawing each day. So she's still having those creative juices flowing, and she's not just watching silly videos, as she calls them, on YouTube, or Disney Plus, or stuff like that. So she is getting a little bit of variety. And I know there's a lot out there, not just for parents, but for everyone. I mean, quite a lot of the Strictly dancers are doing dance workouts. So if you want to get dancing, if you want to get some fitness, take a look on YouTube, because I know Diane Buswell's doing it. I know Oti Mabuse and Jeanette Mamrara are doing it. I think Gorka is doing quite a nice basic one for anyone to join in with his partner Gemma. Yeah, a lot of them are. And obviously this Joe Wicks thing, which I still haven't done. I probably should do, but I haven't done it. But keep an eye out, and you can find stuff to do. But one thing I will say, I think it's a positive thing as well, is don't worry about feeling a bit lost. Don't worry about needing to take a step back and reassessing everything, like your life, reassessing how you're running your home at the moment, because it's completely different to how it's ever been. This is a global phenomenon, and it's affecting everyone in the world. That in itself is hard to process. So give yourself time to process it, and don't feel bad about that. Don't feel like you have to get on top of homeschooling straight away. Keep it relaxed. Remember, you are their parent. You're not their teacher. You can still have cuddles. You can still take time out and watch Frozen. Trolls is coming out on Monday, the second Trolls movie. You can't go to the cinema, so they're releasing it on download. If you've got kids, they love it. If you love it, watch it, download it, have a movie day. That's what we're doing Monday. We're having a Monday movie day. So, yeah, still be their mum, still have fun. I mean, it's the Easter holidays, crying out loud. So what would you be doing? So, yeah, be positive. Don't worry about feeling so lost. Just give yourself time to process it. It's like anything, any big changes in your life. You have to. I mean, I'm really thinking about career now, and it's really sort of making me reassess everything, which is a good thing, promise. Anyway, end of the podcast now, so I'm going to say goodbye. But I'll try and keep them a bit more daily and a bit more regular from now on. Take care of yourselves, stay positive, stay in and stay safe. Bye.